Welcome back, viewers. It's James Kalm again, the bike, and tonight we're in Williamsburg, and we're going to start the third and final leg of our 2015-16 opening weekend, and we're going to pop into Pierogi. We're going to start in Pierogi, and we're going to take a look at a show by Jane Fine. So we were on the Lower East Side on Wednesday. We were in Chelsea last night, and tonight we're here in Williamsburg. Oh, hey, there's the artist right there. It's Jane Fine. It's nice. You guys got matching dresses. Very nice.
It's so nice to see you.
Absolutely. Tell me what the title of the show is.
It's Continents Under Pressure.
Continents Under Pressure.
Which is a show, a title I'm very proud of.
And it's paintings that you've been working on for how long?
The vast majority of the show is done in 2015.
So earlier this year?
Yeah, a few things from 2013. Some of the sketchbook drawings are 2013. The project I did with Alan Gilbert,
okay.
Is from 2014, I think. And the painting up front that you'll see on your way out is 2013, but everything else is 2014.
Now tell me just briefly about the paintings. Are you working with acrylic, enamel, oil paint? What are you working with?
It's all acrylic.
It's all acrylic?
And it's a lot of really new stuff for me. I don't know if I told you this before, but I had this amazing residency at the Golden Foundation.
The Golden Found, where they make the paint.
Artist Colors, yeah.
Right.
And so I was there, I guess it's 2 years ago, but some of the work I just began there, but over there I experimented with all these new grounds and iridescent paint and metallic paint and a lot of textures I never worked with. So
they got you addicted to golden paint then, huh?
Yeah. And I feel like I've ended up with work that looks terrible in reproduction and amazing in person. So it's either my best career move or my worst career move.
Okay, well, Jane, we're going to take a look at it on video. Anyway, congratulations. I'm going to take a look at the rest of the show. Thank you. Okay, well, that was a happy coincidence. Anyway, we're just going to take kind of a quick overview, and then I'll go get the listing with the titles and descriptions. Well, Pierogies is one of the last galleries that are left in old central Williamsburg, and one of the things that they're famous for were their flat files. And I'm not sure, but I think the last time I counted, they had something like 600 artists represented in the flat files. Okay, well, Jane was talking about this painting. Ladies and gentlemen, please remain calm. This is 60 by 78. Acrylic on canvas over panel. Well, Jane and her husband, James Esper, are a couple of old Williamsburg people. I think they probably live about 6 blocks away from here. Titled Beetle Bailey Goose Step. This is acrylic and ink on paper, 30 by 22. Well, Jane has been working in kind of a interesting technique. These are some sketchbook pages, and so I've been looking at the work for probably maybe a dozen or so years, and what she was doing initially was taking a canvas canvas, laying it on the ground, pouring on it, dripping on it, kind of creating a field on which she would then go in with her kind of interesting, almost like calligraphic-like lines, and she would add her strange figurations and kind of riff on the patterns that were there, and then if something started to pop out, maybe she would enhance it or maybe even erase it and start over again. This is Dung of the Devil, acrylic and ink on paper. And she was talking about getting into some pearlescent, and I guess that's some pearlescent there under that dark gray ground. Got a lot of the old Brooklyn crowd here tonight. It's Lisa, Karina Davis. OMG, I mean POW. She said this was a collaborative project that she did with a poet, Alan Gilbert. If marriage is a convenience, does that make the lazy boy a threesome? Okay. Kind of a new direction. As I was saying, a lot of this stuff that I remember, she was kind of pouring and slathering on puddles of paint, and was very organically formed. And in this piece, which is my American painting, she's got basically kind of a hard-edged abstraction ground that she's working on. And then she's got some of her pours. And, gee, I don't know, maybe maybe I've got some Freudian repressed phallic things coming, but I have to say that there seems to be a kind of a, maybe I'm wrong, some kind of a reference to genitals in a lot of this. I'm not sure. I'm probably wrong. It's titled Tailspin a la Mode. And again, here we've got kind of a bold, hard-edged geometric abstraction in the back that she's then kind of ripped on, poured things on, done her little doodles. It's acrylic and ink on paper. Actually, this is a nice little selection of works on paper. She's calling energy alert systems, and some of these are very nice. Press on and head towards Bushwick. So this has been a quick run through of Jane Fine, Continents Under Pressure, here at Pierogi on North 9th Street in Williamsburg. So we're out at 56 Bogart, and this is the current heart of the Bushwick scene. And there's maybe a dozen galleries in this building at this point. I'm gonna pop in and check a couple of them out. Well, I've been dropping into this building for probably the last 10 years, and when I started out, it was all just studio spaces. Hello. We're gonna poke our head in here at Momenta Art. Okay, it's getting close to closing time, so we're not gonna have time to get a lot of information. Really? Socialism? It's by Lisa Raskin. Marker on paper. Well, I think I saw a brief press release on this show, and I guess the thesis is that these people are kind of somehow looking at the utopian experimental societies and their residuals in the art world. I guess you're kind of stretching a little bit. These are also by Lisa Raskin. It's titled Trees, Acrylic on Wood. This is by Evgeny Fiks, F-I-K-S, titled Peskas of the Revolution. It's also Evgeny Fiks. Also Peskas of the Revolution. These are oil on canvas. It's 30 by 40 inches. And it's kind of quick social realism or socialist realism. It's also by Evgenia. I kind of like that. I've got some nice gold frames and a little title plaque in Russian. Jin-Yan Hong. I am your agency 2 number 05. Oh, that's some very technically accomplished photorealism. They don't have the title here in the catalog or in the guide. Some really nice rendering there. Down the hall before they close things down on us. Okay, we'll elbow our way in here to Honey Ramka. Oh, it's loud. Well, I like Honey Ramka. This is one of the newer spaces here, but they've got a real commitment to painting, and I'm not even going to have time to get the listing of the names. Oh, I think this is a piece by Devin Powers. It's got a nice major piece on the other wall. This is some gooby painting. And yeah, it smells really nice. interesting. We've got some hinged panels on the sides. I don't know, this piece is probably about 6 by 8, maybe 7 with the panels open. Come back and check out this artist when I have more time. Okay, we're going to keep moving down the road. We're going to wrap up here at Life on Mars. Howdy. Gee, there's Jeffrey Collins, another videographer. Well, I know that this is a group show, and I believe it's all female artists. The title of the show is Jolie Laide. Laide. And it is loud in here, so I'm going to have to scream into the camera. It's a piece by Alicia Gibson. Well, it's actually, it's interesting to see the number of people that they've got to turn out here, because part of my project is studying the growth and development and the changes of the art scenes in the various neighborhoods. And it looks like Bushwick has definitely become the new hot place to be. Ooh. That's your piece? Congratulations, Lisa.
Thank you. I'm a fan of your work, yeah.
Thank you. Let me slip back here. By Agatha Wojciechowsky, Wojciechowski. You know, we're just going to call her Agatha. This is 1968, and Agatha might be one of the most interesting artists in the show. We'll talk a little bit more about her as we explore Karen Schwartz. Okay, we saw a show of hers here a couple of months ago. We talked to her. She's one of Michael David's friends from Atlanta. This is another painting by Karen Schwartz, Taking What You Can't Give Back, 2015. This is 5 by 6 feet, oil on canvas. Karen got quite a bit of positive attention for her debut New York show. Some drawings by Alicia Gibson. GMA 2015, mixed media on paper, 11 by 8.5. More by Alicia. Take It Off. Fingernail polish remover from the law office of Chancellor E. Wolkowski. Keep It Casual, George Sand. It's mixed media. This is a piece by Mandy Lynn Perez titled Pineapple, 2014, oil paint acrylic, super gel, and crink. Whatever crink is on canvas. place that also is very committed to painting, painterly painting. Some of it's almost eccentric. And yeah, this piece almost looks like it's stuffed like a pillow or something. And then I think that these little triangles of fluorescent pink are just kind of mushed into the wet paint. Now we're going to take a look at some of Agatha, and I asked Michael, the proprietor here, how you pronounce her last name, and it's Wojciechowsky. But Agatha, I'm going to read a little bit from the press release. Agatha was a well-known spiritual healer whose works of art were informed by her communications with the deceased. With no formal art education, she began making autonomic drawings in the 1950s. First letters of indecipherable language, then boldly colored faces and figures. And these watercolors are nice. This is more Agatha. This is untitled. Her work was featured in solo exhibitions in New York and Europe in the 1960s and 70s, and in group shows with Dubuffet, Duchamp, Man Ray, Noguchi, and Picabia. It's nice. So this looks like maybe China marker on paper. And that's probably 12 by 10. Easy classification by combining the use of flat pictorial space and vivid color with figurative imagery. Wojciechowsky predates and predicts much of today's most contemporary and cutting-edge paintings. You know, that is kind of funny because this almost makes me think of some of the paintings that we looked at last night by Dana Schutz. We're going to wrap up our stroll here with looking at another piece by Agatha Wojciechowsky. This is untitled 1963. Watercolor on mat board, 20 by 16 inches. And Agatha may be someone that is perched on the verge of becoming rediscovered. I think that if they get the kind of attention that people are talking about with this work, that she might break into the, I don't know what you'd call it, the upper echelons of the outsider or art brute people. I think she was born in 1886, and I think she's maybe been dead for 25 or 30 years at this point. So this has been James Kalm running through Brooklyn for the 2015-16 season opener. Thanks for coming along. And this is the beginning of the 10th season for the Kalm Report. So you guys can all comment, criticize, rip me, whatever you want. But whatever we do, we have to thank Kate. Oh, thank you.